Hello everyone. This is the title of my paper, Negotiating Pitfalls in Course Design. Now, why I took this up is because after NEP 2020 came up with the suggestion for multidisciplinary education, many institutions have started work on curriculum design, and I began to identify problems. Hence, I am presenting this paper. What are my objectives? To review and identify steps for curriculum design, review of syllabuses of courses in autonomous institutions, and identifying mistakes in course design, and proposing appropriate steps for multidisciplinary curriculum design. Now, this is the background. As I mentioned earlier, in the 2020 National Education Policy, there's a specific reference for holistic, multidisciplinary education, knowledge of many arts, liberal arts. So for arts, humanities, mathematics, and science, multidisciplinary education is going to be focused on. Now, we all know that years ago there was a proposal for autonomous institutions with the liberty to design own courses, a proposal made by the University Grants Commission. Now the time has come to prepare students for Industrial Revolution 4.0. Okay, so these are some curriculum related issues identified. Now we all know that curriculum design is a highly professional activity, and when I tried to review certain courses, particularly in autonomous institutions, I found there was a mismatch between the instructional strategies and the evaluation strategies. For instance, literature courses, what they usually did was they identified popular literary texts and these were prescribed for study. Now, the instructional strategy and the learning outcome were not very specifically stated. Continuation of the same curriculum related issues. Many teachers who were engaging in this process of curriculum design were not familiar with the design process. For instance, they were not familiar with postmodern perspectives of helping learners learn how to learn, focusing on dialogical aspects, providing varied inputs, the theory, ideas, stories, worldviews, etc. Not everyone, some of them were not familiar. Now, the problem is NEP has proposed multidisciplinary courses. So my worry is this is going to make problems worse. Now, this is one way of designing courses. This is a procedure. You determine student objective, determine course content, you identify the learning outcome, learning materials, and the assignment types. Then you develop a course outline, the order of topics, the assignments, and then going for student evaluation. Then you come up with the course calendar, identify the duration of sessions and the class time, and finally you write the syllabus. I have my own doubts whether these autonomous institutions who are engaged in designing courses go through all these processes. Okay. Now, we should also remember now that it's a time for design of curriculum for Industrial Revolution 4.0, which means integration of technology, exploring the possibilities of integrating artificial intelligence, and also focusing on 21st century skills, which includes critical thinking, creative thinking, and problem solving. Please read the findings of the Human Genome Project. Any human being, given the appropriate environment in the field of his interest and genetic potential, can be brought to the level of excellence. This is something those who are designing curriculum should keep in mind. Provide the opportunity, provide the input, and allow that person to grow. It's good that you're focusing on multidisciplinary education, but remember this, there are learners who can learn on their own. Okay, that is all. Please read my full paper. Thank you.